Oh, did I mention we have a new leader in the NOE? Yes. Did I mention that? Here's a toast to my new subscribers. Another excuse to drink. Cheers. Oh, I really, I'm at a loss tonight on Pardon My Fez. Got off to sort of a good start, a little bit. I like that Monkeys tune. There might be something touching on that status symbol land. What I love about that song is it's sort of a criticism of American suburban life, and also in some ways European life too. The idea of all those rows of houses that all look the same, and and how each person is locked in their little world. And I love the bit about how so and so has a TV in every room. I don't remember the lyrics exactly, but something along those lines. And there's something I'm going to talk about later, which is sort of tied in with that. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to call this an extra short Fez night, okay? Because I wasn't quite in the mood, but I felt like I still had to post a Fez night. So, I could probably get some booze in me. Maybe I didn't plan enough things, to get something exciting going on. Maybe I'll look at my comments page. One thing maybe I will talk a little bit about. I know for some of my other subscribers, it's not all that interesting to them. But I do want to give a shout out to Gore, R138, and Trisha Kitty. And I know I haven't communicated with you as much as I would like to. And I want to say hello to Witsky Man and Only When Provoked. And these are some of the people that I feel that I have not been giving my usual attention to. I want to say hello to This Freak Is Alive. Did I mention that this was a Hattache who had another channel? Now I can't. Oh, it was Distiller's Rock. And she had to go away for a while, but she's back with a new channel, This Freak Is Alive. And I'm happy to see that you're doing okay. I brought out the mascot again. One thing that Monk pointed out to me, and you saw before, this was more than just a stuffed animal. He's actually a puppet, okay? And I can kind of work his arms and his mouth. Isn't he cute? I took the bones off because it sort of interferes with the action. Yes. He's a good little monkey. He's not an evil monkey. A little bit like yours truly. I was talking to Jeff on the phone, and I was talking about when I was leader of the NOE. And the big criticism with me is I wasn't truly evil enough to be, so what does that say about Lisa? Oh, even before she met the NOE, she did have a good, oh, his hat fell off. She did have some good, scary type, videos, horror film type videos. And let me give a plug to the Scarlet Poppy Society too. Maybe we're going to have too many organizations. We've got the Scarlet Poppy Society, which I hope goes strong, and the Royal Order of the Fez, and the Network of Evil. And one thing I want to make clear is that in no way is the ROF in competition with the Network of Evil, even though our mission statements might be different. We have what I would say an uneasy alliance. But don't forget that many members of the NOE, including the top people, Jeff and Lisa, have been sporting their fezzes. So, in a sense, the ROF has successfully infiltrated the Network of Evil. Yay! I was trying to explain to Bonnie, at least in my mind, what the ROF was about. Because the ROF is not about being evil. In fact, if you look at the mission statement of the ROF, the Royal Order of the Fez, it says, like the knights in days of yore, the agents of the ROF have a mission to thwart those powers that seek to oppress and subjugate mankind. And for those of you, I'll just go ahead and read the mission statement on citizenkong as a reminder, at least where I'm coming from. But in no way does this have anything to do with trying to undermine. I am in full cooperation and consider myself a loyal member of the network of evil, even though there's sometimes a little bit of tension going on there sometimes. But of course, at the top of my set page says, "Fighting windmills so you won't have to." Windmills is a reference to the Don Quixote type windmills in the play The Man of La Mancha, and also the Cervantes novel, Don Quixote. In fact, the windmills is a symbol of imaginary evils, imaginary conspiracies to oppress us, to go out there and dream the impossible dream. I find that movie very inspiring, actually, with the Peter O'Toole version, singing to Dream the Impossible Dream. I mean, and if any of you are familiar with that movie, it ties in with that spirit of the early 60s. Also, a hit play was Camelot with Richard Harris. At the same time, John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Onassis were in the White House, and they called their administration Camelot. And so, in many ways, Peace Corps and those type of progressive ideals tie in with Camelot, hence the Royal Order of the Fez, the idea of noble knights, and Man of La Mancha, or Don Quixote, fighting the windmills. Even though Don Quixote was clearly mad, his heart was in the right place, and so I feel a connection with that character. I really do. And then you go further down my page. I'm going to talk about me tonight. I took a quote from The Prisoner. It says, "I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own." The Prisoner, number 6. And that's why I've said from the very beginning when I started my channel, I commented many times, that I'm not really much of a joiner. So although I will contribute to the network of evil, and don't think of this as it goes a little against my nature to join, to be part of a team. I'm pretty much a loner. In my real life and in the way I approach things. My hobbies are solitary hobbies like photography and metalsmithing, and the less I have to interact with other human beings is sometimes the better, because I'm a control freak. Anyway, but no, I really, really do. I love you, members of the NOE, and and don't use this as an excuse to kick me out or anything. You would miss me. So here's to Lisa as the new leader of the Network of Evil. Cheers.